Oh, welcome back to the museum. No, I couldn't make hay last time I tried, but I realised why. I was relying on modern technology, and I brought this fancy super duper computer controlled moisture meter from Britain. Overlooking one thing, of course, I didn't tell customs what I had there, and it went through the X-ray, which seemed to have fried its poor little brain. And when I tried it with the one was on station here, we soon found out what was wrong. The grass was just too wet, but we're going to try again today. Now, one or two things that come up in recent times. One of the things that I know they have a football pitch, and I'm going to have to get used to calling it soccer over this side of the pond. A soccer pitch over the other side of town. And I was thinking perhaps we should get a little team together for the museum. And I'll put it to the volunteers, and they seem to be overall quite keen on it. And I thought we'd have a mixed team, male, female, and we'd challenge some of the local team, the team that actually uses the pitch there. So I issued a challenge and waiting to hear back from them. And one other thing came to mind. I'm now in the land which not a lot of people know that the very first international cricket match was between, yes, cricket. Now, something I know Americans don't know much about, but they should do, because the very first international cricket match was held in New York in 1844 between Canada and the USA. I haven't got the result to hand. I'll have to look for that at some point. I'm just going to come over and get as much of this as I can. I think we better do this side here. Well, some of it still don't seem to want to do, but the thing is quite wet, so it's not really surprising. But all I'm going to do today is this. We're also going to have another exploration round. I have heard rumours that there's something rather special up in the northwest of the area. Now we will go and see if we can find it at some point. Now, I don't know what it is yet. No one will tell me. They just say it's something special and I should really go. This thing's running far too fast. Let's just bring that cruise down to something a bit more sensible, not quite that slow. Now we'll cruise. That's a bit better. My poor old brain can't keep up with it. Yes, we're going to have a soccer match, and I'm going to look and see if there's a medal somewhere that I can borrow for a summer to play in cricket. Now I also decided that perhaps I should try and get into the American sports. I don't think somehow that American football will be quite me. Baseball was possible, so fairly reasonable bat and not bad bowler in cricket. And it's not close because bowlers completely different, and you use that strange sort of circular thing to hit the ball with. Never could understand. You can't have full control over that. But that should start the comments from my American friends. So we're going to get a sports team together here. I'm honestly thinking, look at the sky there. Oh, that is black over Will's mothers. Oh, that's an old British saying, by the way, black over Will's mothers. I think it dates back to the time of William of Orange in Britain, when the kings came over from the Netherlands, more commonly known as Holland, but Holland is just a small part of the Netherlands, one province of the Netherlands. The whole area, to say, is the Netherlands. And rightfully, Dutch people, or Netherlanders, do get a bit upset when the two are mixed up. I'm just going to see if I can get this bit here. I seem to miss some of this. I wonder if some of this is because we were going too hard. I'll have a look back. That's a bit better. Right, I'm not going to take this in now. I'm going to cut across about here and we'll do every other one. Now, if we had GPS on here, it'd be simple. But we haven't. Ice hockey, of course, another big American or North American sport. I believe the Canadians are very good at it. What I remember, it's a no-no. It's no rink in the local town, and I can't skate to save my life. I don't think there's too much field hockey played around here, but I thought we should get some sports together, get a good team, and have a bit of fun. I always feel too it helps teams to bond together. You know, people and companies to bond better. Not if someone drops a catch at the inappropriate moment or lets a goal in wrongly. I should imagine that misses first base at baseball or whatever you call it. I don't know if you can miss first base or got that wrong. Forgive me. I have got to be taught. But if I'm going to live over here for any length of time, I need to know the local sports, not just the stuff I'm used to. No doubt Petal will help me. I did think about bringing a sport from my part of the world. An ancient sport was invented in the 1960s, the whale flogging. I wouldn't ask. It's not a pleasant sport. It's mainly just to do with drinking. Oh, and talking of drinking, I've been hunting around for what I call a real ale, but it's now known as a sort of custom ale or craft ale. That's the word. I'm just going to move the Johnny Deere out the way. It's in the way here. These bars, I'm going to leave these out and so visitors, if they come a couple of 3 times in quick succession, they can see what happens to bales when they're left out in the open. I'm going to put some away so people can see what they actually look like. Oh, that's better. I should have turned around a bit better now. Now, this thing I've got on here is a hay bob, it's called. Hey Bob, sorry. It should actually windrow and TED at the same time, but I think I'm still going to windrow. I'm going to go a little bit quick. Let's just take it up to about 8 miles an hour. That's better. You've not be on here all day. Middle of the morning now. Well, we've still got some fields to plant, but I'm going to wait until I think the next day. I might do them a little bit later on this day. Certainly as part of the season they will get done. Then that'll be everything planted. I shall be planting most of it, I think. We've got beet, I think, still to plant. We're going to leave a couple of fields fallow. Well, to show they're fallow, I'm going to put them under grass and plough the grass in, or alfalfa of course. Yeah, we put them under alfalfa and we'll plough that in when we're done. It's alfalfa or beet, yes, oilseed radish, let's get it right. Just to show what the old way of doing it. The old way was a 4-year cycle. And 4-year cycle consists of 3 years actually growing things, and 1 year the field was left fallow, what they call fallow, when the animals were turned out on it. Now this had the advantage that, because the animals would be dunging, it's a good word, dunging, all over the place and fertilising the field. 3 fertiliser can't be bad. And also, because the field was given a chance to rest. Nowadays, fields are intensively farmed. I personally don't think it does the soil a lot of good, unless you're putting actual manure in. Just putting artificial in I don't think does any good at all. We'll cut down the middle of this one. Now this is the oddest way you ever see her doing this, but with the turning circles we've got on these things and the size equipment, this is probably the easiest way. Yes, I found some craft beer and what I call beer, bitter. Now, not overly common. A lot of it is lager, which is so cold it's almost painful. I know that a lot of people laugh at the British beer, which is kept at, I think it's about 12 degrees C it should be kept at, but it's what it's designed for, to bring the flavours out. I can't taste anything with ice cold beer. It's very refreshing, don't get me wrong. Great if you've been doing a hard day's work, just to cool off, but not something I want to sup for any length of time. Yeah, we'll have to rake this afterwards. I'm not even certain what size rake we've got, if we've got any yet, or we're going to have to get onto the someone to find us a rake in a hurry. Should have made something I had one before I started this, really. We'll come down this side. I think we should both get the rest of this done this end. That one grass bale we've got, I'm going to leave that out as well. We've got no use for the bales at all here. The grass will go for silage, as will some maize. I think the maize will be mainly silage. Corn. I must try and get the terminology right what's on this side of the pond. It's as bad when we get American visitors in Britain and you get some of the strangest pronunciations, which you wouldn't know anyway unless you look at it. There's several places around where I live, which is Happysburg, or Happysborough. It's actually Happysburg is what it looks like on the paper, but it's Haysborough. Real name of a place. Look up on the North Norfolk coast. On Wyndham, which is spelt Wymondham. It's as Winston Churchill once remarked, it's two great nations separated by a common language. Wasn't far wrong. I think we're almost done this end now. Got the other end to do and try and rake some, see what we get. We don't get a lot out of this. Wasn't really looked after properly. I'm going to have to do a couple more up this end just to tidy this up a bit. I have missed loads. Now we go as far as we can. We might better turn back on ourselves. Get most of this done now. Oh, once I was saying last time too about the maps. The museum edition, which was released now, is not quite the same as this. There's the reset point is different for vehicles because it's been reset to here, whereas it's still reset to the farm, the main farm on that one, and of course the front page is different from mine. It's got my name on it. Oh, I am proud. But this is as you get to the end of every farming sim run, and we all know 17's come to an end now, there's a big load of maps coming out. Because as the map makers really get used to it. And I have to just point out one series we've got on PCSG. We haven't got the lot yet. There's still one to come, I think. Might be out by the time you see this, but that's by CCS 101, and he's done a brilliant set of challenges. 3 maps. So you look at the maps and think, well, they don't look much. You try and complete them. It's difficult. The same as the good mate Cavalier Roy done newbie version 4, which I will just mention one chap I know is on there, and he's I think he's on his 2nd year, and he still hasn't got out of the red. That's my old mate Chris, and I'm in the year 4 on one off screen and haven't got out of the red yet. And I've got to record the challenge, I think, tomorrow, another episode of that, which I'm actually doing. For my sins, I decided to do that with just vanilla and DLC stuff. Oh, and the Massey Pack stuff. I think everything else is DLC or vanilla. And that is a very hard challenge. Now this is a nice relaxing one. This doesn't want to be hard because I'm trying to show off as much old stuff I can, and I will just point out a lot of this old stuff hasn't been that well modelled and hasn't been that well scripted. There is problems with it. Don't know what you see me frames are down in the 30s. No, and a lot of that is the equipment I'm using. It's not brilliant, and I will say that some of it my good friend Disco sorted out for me, and Darren sorted one piece out for me. That spray you see as we're going the other way, we turn around. That sprayer there. But some of it is given a few errors in the log, but whilst it doesn't actually break the game, I can still run it at a reasonable frame rate. I'm going to carry on with it all, which is one of the reasons I use some odd stuff as well as some ordinary stuff. One of the reasons I don't normally put a mod list in, because the stuff on here some of it I definitely would not recommend, not in its standard form anyway. If you hunt around for it, you find it, but I'm not going to be the one who gets the blame because my game just broke completely. It's all your fault, mate. So to save myself that hassle, I'm going to keep where I got some of this stuff from to myself, and some of the stuff I got from places I certainly wouldn't recommend going to. Not unless you want a certain part, if you're male, you want a certain part of your body enlarged, with some of the adverts around there. And say some of the stuff is I'm afraid private mods. I know that overall a lot of people don't like YouTubers using private mods. I try not to, but needs must sometimes. Like the spray we come towards, it's a private mod. Now, because it's been cut down and had special wheels on without the modder's permission, and rather than have them coming after me, and rightly coming after me, what you're doing, letting this out, it's my work. I will refuse to tell you where I got it from. And some of the stuff I say I had to jump through hoops to get. I tried to get most of my mods from, well, it sells at PCSG of course, Modding Central, and all that almost defunct now, I'm afraid. FSUK, American Eagle Modding, and of course Mod Hub. And if you have Mod Hub, I mean the proper giants one, not Mod Hub US or any of the other Mod Hubs about. But on this one I needed particular stuff, so I had to go wherever I could find it. Alright, I think that'll do. I think we call that it, shall we? Yes. Call it. I don't know if this thing folds up. Let's just have a look. We press X with it. Yes, it does. That's rather nice. Oh, I'm going to do that again. That moves slightly to one side, and they go down almost independently. Hello, the phone's busy today. Yeah, that's rather. Now that is nice animation. I like that. Oh, sorry, I've got a nasty cough all of a sudden. That gets my seal of approval. No, if I was too obvious, I'd actually make the sound of a seal there, but I'm not going to. You have been saved there. Now, where shall we put this? I like this. I like this hype bubble. There's the rake. Now, can we get it in here somewhere? Oh, that could go in here. I'm gonna say I can't remember if I've got this on. No, I. Sorry, I haven't got that on manual text. I can't remember what I've got on each map now. I'm using each one slightly different equipment. Blickling's the one I think has got near enough all the whistles and bells, but the others have got certain things and not others. Right, we're going to go and rake this. I'll go out this way, I think it'll be easier. I better run more people over. I can't remember last time if I'd actually... Can't remember. I know I'd lowered the other part of the hedge, I think, last time. I think. But I don't know if I've shown you the final outcome. There we are, look. Now from the front, squat down. Where you can see all this side. So that's done. Alright, let's get back on this tractor. Shouldn't really leave it running. But I think our visitors are safe enough. I don't think any of them will run off. Well, they might want to. No. I think we... I'm going to have to come out of cab to do this. Wrong way. I need to turn around and go the other way around. I'm going to throw it outwards. Now we have got a couple of free bales. I'm going to try and do a bit on each of them. I'm going to try and do it all today. I'm going to do this out of cab because it's going to be simpler for me. I am going to come up and pick this little bit up here. I'm not going to bother the bits of grass around here. I should really try and straighten this up a bit. I'm going to do 3 headlands, I think. Actually, what I should do is go all the way around and turn around and go back against myself to make a slightly bigger windrow. You don't get what I mean, I'll soon show you. Oh, let's get rid of that bale out of the way. Mow that down there. That will actually rot down very quickly as grass. This rake, because it's from Modding Central, it's by Chaos Knight, and it's a very nice rake indeed. This is for my small equipment rake, this is my favourite. It works, which is always a help. Right, I'm gonna roll that to there. Oh, disconnected. Come out again. Didn't want to go into cab. Now I'm gonna try and turn around and go around the other way to get a slightly bigger windrow. Now, of course, one of the things is I cannot reverse to save me life. We've got, oh yes, I was telling you about we're going to allow camping on site. Actually, between you and I and the gate post, it's to make more money. Put that onto cruise and just probably made that slightly too big, that windrow, but never mind. It looks a bit better this end. Oh, that's good. Let's wander backwards and forwards. A snake. Because this sort of rake was actually originally used on horses and that. Not quite as big as this, but because it's driven off the ground, no PTO or anything else. And a lot of the old stuff was actually converted from horse-drawn stuff. Just straighten this up a little bit. Oh, that corner I made a real pig's ear of. Alright, we're going around once. Now we go around to a second lap. Yes, we made a real pig's ear of that corner. I might have to tidy that up a little bit. Actually want to slow down a little bit, I think, really. Just to make it a little bit easier to... That's better. A little bit easier to get the roll right. And I think we're... And because we don't snake about so much at a slower speed. I'm using the Oliver again because I seem to recall that Chris liked Olivers, and that's not a bad tractor. Not one we see saw too many of in the UK. Well, because we had our own tractor industry, and mind you, after both wars, our industry was on its knees. And of course, prior to the First War, tractors were fairly rare in Britain. It's still mainly horse-drawn. And there's some of us, guilty as charged, who still miss the horse. I want to try and get in this side. We're coming about here, we should don't set in too wide. No, I've got this. I've got two balers, so I've got this and the John Deere and the Far, and I will give them both a run at about 2 bales for each of them. And that will be the next thing on our list. Normally, of course, you wouldn't bale straight after. Well, you wouldn't be raking straight after tedding, and you certainly wouldn't be baling straight after. You leave it for a few days, but this is a game. We can't do that. swing that a bit wide there. There, that'll come out in the wash. Now, which would be the long way. I think up and down here would be best. And if we were doing this properly, we'd actually go up one side, down the other, and we will try that just for the hell of it. We need to go around first. Finish this lap up first. Going and made a mess of a corner. It's not easy getting the corners right on this, but then again, you wouldn't normally be going around too much. Actually, I've gone the wrong way. Yeah, I need to go this way. So need to go up the top end first to pull it in, and same roll, but coming up from this side on the return. Let's just speed up a little bit. I think what we'll do next time, I will do some more planting off screen, I think, if I get a chance. I can't promise that because the time's a bit tight at the moment. There's so many videos I want to make and so much going on in real life that it's not easy just at the present time. I think I can get away at the moment without missing any videos. I think I'm going to keep up with it this week. I hate making videos. Now we bring it just about to the edge of that, and then you see you get a better wind roll, like there's a bit more meat to it. Well, meat on a yes, perhaps not. Perhaps what's the wrong simile to use? And we swing round again, and we start the next row. And we want to pull this bit here in. I think we'll get about 3 more rolls done, and I'm going to do a bit of biling for you, so we get some biling done. As for collecting the bales, well, it's almost impossible to use bale forks with this size bale. But then again, in the past they were handballed on. They were used with a pitchfork. It's only a modern man which decides they want even bigger bales, and you have to get mechanism in. I'll do one more roll, that should be it. If I go all the way around the outside with one baler and do what I got in the middle with the other. Grief, the phone is busy today. It's all go. I hope there's nothing serious going on. I shall find out once I finish this video. But if I should suddenly disappear, you notice something serious and unwanted. Well, we just go up this side and we'll leave it on this track, and we'll do some more of this later. No, a farmer in the old days would have done, but I kept this straight. As you can see, I wouldn't have made a farmer in those days. Well, I would, I'd made him cry. Before it was laughter. Right. Put this up. Alright, we have actually seen this one working, but we haven't never got it to work. I don't know if this thing is unfolded. Oh, let's fold it before we move it. Alright, let's go. Again, I'm going to do this from the outside so you can actually see what's going on. So it's a pickup on. So we want to come in from here. Alright, first of all we'll unfold. It should sit. Moves out so it goes slightly to one side. But you don't want the tractor itself running there. We'll turn it on. And this is really as well modelled. See, almost everything's running. So we lower the pickup and away we go. I'm going to try and zoom out enough so you can see it all working. This is still one of the best baler models that I use, but you can't use it on modern maps. You just look at it, it looks so good the way it's working. Let's come right out. Have we? No, we haven't dropped one yet. The idea is you have your rear wheel just about touching the windrow. A little bit better than I'm managing. And one's gone. I'll do this outside bit. I will pick up the rest of them, and I am missing a lot, I realise. But that's because I'm fairly hopeless. That doesn't make HD bar for those who are interested to come out of character. This particular model just makes a small bar, not HD. The only one what does is the Wenger, which I have used, and it's a lovely model again. Not certain if that one was by arm. As you can see, this gobbles it up quite well, but it hasn't got a really wide pickup. We go all the way around back to the shelter, then we do the inner loop. The other one, I think, then we will call it quits for the day. No, I've got pictures of this one in the past, so I'll use the other one. Where have I put the other baler now? I'll put this in the shed over there, this baler. We may want another equipment barn out here at some point, but I haven't actually. Now I'm going to come clean and say I haven't seen the one from the Classics pack running since most probably 13. I don't think I used it on 15. I had the Classics pack, but I didn't use the baler. Switch it off, lift it, switch it off, and just shoot the baler out. Back in the cab so I can actually see where I'm going. Drop this baler in there for now. And might as well use the same tractor. Should be mad enough to run the other one. First we've got to find it all. Wish me luck. Don't think it's on the outside. Actually, a quick way, when we go to the tractor, I'll leave it running because it takes an age to start. Let me pick up. Not in here. It's big and red. Well, I say big, it's red. So as you see, it just showed. Shouldn't be in any of those. Shouldn't be in there because they're all tractors in there. I bet it's attached to a tractor somewhere. Oh. This is why I brought it over here. Not have to reset it. I know where it is then. No, that's a muck. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to reset it. Cause certain I had it. I hope that classic pack update, I hope it hasn't done one or two packs have done. I know CS4 should be better. That used to reset. Well, I used to, when you got an update, you used to wipe everything out. You had to get it all again. Not here. Not here. Oh, we'll get my tractor and go and reset that. Unless I put it around the top end, but I don't think so. Oh, let's have a look. Equipment, what does that come under? Oh, we've got a lot of equipment here, I will warn you. That's a baler there, so we've got that one. It should be in here somewhere. Oh. No, because I didn't buy it. Oh, we'll look in the garage first. I may not have bought it, of course. Let's just see if any of that other classic, because the classic pack had an update, and I may have wiped everything out you'd already bought. It has, because I had a tractor from that pack too. Oh well, we'll buy it again. baling technology. Hello. Classic packs. No, and there it is. This is the one. Yeah, we ain't got one. We definitely had it. What did that need anyway? Oh, that's alright. I think the John Deere can just about manage that. $26 guys, what was it? No. What's I messing about? I could just try it, can't I? I think I better bring another tractor out for that. And I had some of the classic pack. I had one of the classic pack tractors. I think the old Hurleyman. I thought. Oh, I couldn't have done it, Hurleyman in there. Oh, it says. Take that again. Right. These type of things happen when someone updates something. They don't always get it quite right, and they haven't, I'm afraid. Tag for it might have been quick by the... Oh, turn that off. Leave it here for now. Now what normally happens, I click straight past it and go round again. It would have been quick if I walked down there. Ah, here we are. I was back because I haven't reset it. I'm a fool. Let's reset both of those. Tractor. Oh, should be quicker if I go down to here. Reset, yes I do, right, and then where's it again? Livestock. Up here. Where I am again? Reset, yes. And then find that tractor again back on the farm. Yeah. That's the wrong end. It's this end. There we are. Enter. Bingo, we're there. So I had bought this, but that looks like when the classic pack was updated, everything you bought disappeared. So someone said fork pack used to do, but doesn't anymore. The last update went through fine. Right, we do one food bars with this. I will need this up, but I don't know how this works. Looks very similar. Yeah. I'll switch that off again. Now we come out of cab as we do things that unfold. That's very similar to that. I haven't actually seen this one working at all, so when it's switched on, it is PTO driven. Let's have a look at it. PTO here, drives here, through a gearbox or a worm, I would have thought, turns around the drive to go into here, which then should drive the rest of this. Remember, this was originally a Giants model from certainly 13, it may have been earlier. But that actually, it doesn't look too bad. I haven't put the oh yeah, I see. This is going to be look very similar to that, but I'm not certain what sort of bales this produces. Just ordinary small bales. I'm gonna there we go. Got plenty of dust. This one actually puts up high. Now it's got a wider pickup, not a very realistic pickup, because I pick the whole thing up even when I'm not on the roll. But I'm not going to hold that against the guy who converted this to 17. He's done a marvellous job. I think there's one piece of kit he couldn't do. And this pack has also, by the way, those of you who are more realistic, has also been done. I think this has been done for more realistic as well. Anyway, oh, going too fast again. I'm missing half of it. That's better. I should better keep somewhere near there. There we are. This produces them sideways, so it's a different idea. That one will turn it to grass hay. We may get a grass bale come through in the middle of this lot. But there you are, look, this one works as well. I'll get a picture as we go at the top here. Oops, take it. Right, with that I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. As I say, I will be taking this on a little ramble next time, I think. And we're going to explore. But before we do, we will just see what happens when we switch it all off. Lift it up, switch it off. Whoa. Now these bales could well be smaller than the other. Oh, of course I haven't got it. These are 600. That's the ones that the John Deere does. Oh yeah, these are only half the size. These are 300. Well, there's a grass one come out there. These ones are only 300 litre, whereas the John Deere produces a massive 600 litre. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. If you like this, please consider leaving a like. Helps me, helps the channel. If you're not a subscriber, go on, subscribe. You know you really want to. You're only holding out through pride. Any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, including old stuff, but not too many tractors. I've got more tractors than I can shake a stick at the moment. Yeah, that sky really does look expressive. Looks like it's going to rain at any time. Looks like it's raining over there. What side is that? So I've been looking. I ain't got a compass on here. So we're looking northwest. Oh, right over the other farm. And up to Phillips mushroom. I think it could be Phillips mushrooms getting up. Right, yes, if you've got old equipment, not tractors, I have more than enough of those to deal with. However good they are. With that, it's me saying, oh yes, write any comments in the comment section. With that, it's me saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.